Guys, welcome to another live stream, even though for most of you guys it's going to be a replay. And in this video, this is my first ever Traxxas X-Max, and this is the RC car that started my YouTube channel. But trouble is, we've got a problem. The steering doesn't work, it stopped working. It was seized up before, and we managed to unseize it, but now it's stopped working altogether. So in this video, we're going to take it all apart and have a look to see what the problem is, and then hopefully we can fix it. I've got an old servo here that doesn't work at all. In that one, that's got a servo in it that the gears are stripped on, but it moves. So I'm hoping that we can get one good servo out of all the knackered ones that we got, because I haven't actually got any other servos for it in stock. So that's what we're going to do in this video. And also, it gives me a chance to have a little chat with some of you guys in the live stream comments. So, obviously I can't answer them all, but I will do my best to answer a few of them. Let's flip you that way around. Audio's better. It's weird on the iPhone. When you're living, the audio only picks up from the screen side, and the other side goes all muffled. Right, donkey down there, like that. Is that good view? Can you guys see what's happening? Can you see what's occurring? Right, got to plug you in, otherwise you're going to lose power, and then you've got no stream at all. So what have you guys been up to? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the live comments or in the replay comments. Let me know what you've been up to. Have you been bashing? Have you been playing RC cars, wrenching, working? What you guys been doing? So this body's definitely seen better days. If you go onto our main channel, or even on this channel, you go back to the early videos, you're going to see a lot of this RC car. It's been through absolute hell and back. I did originally sell it to Vinny, and then I bought an 8S X-Max, and I've got it back off with Vinny now. So it's back in the fleet. This X-Max has been through hell. It's been around the block. It's a bit of the old town bike, but I want to keep it alive. So Scotty's been welding. Hey, I'll do a little bit of welding sometimes. I used to do it as a job, but not anymore. I just do it for fun now. Alright, so I think to start off with, we'll get the wheels off. That'll make it easier to work on. Get all that lot off. Robert says, that's not any of your business, Kev. Don't tell me then. Let's get these wheels off of here. Someone's complaining about the stream quality. Yeah, I can see the stream quality looks a bit bad. It should get better. Sometimes I let it sit there and it gets better. Sometimes it's just shockingly bad. There's nothing I can do about it. We have a metal roof on this workshop, and so 4G is awful. If I got 5G, it would be even worse, because 5G doesn't go through walls. It's definitely not going to go through a metal roof. And I've got normal internet coming into the building, but it's really slow. I've got like 12 megabyte download and like half a megabyte upload. So that would be even worse if I put the Wi-Fi on. Right. There we have that. So next, I think if we get into the radio box, Lars says, when are you going to start working on the monster truck? The day the parts turn up. So I've got Tony from the Swamp Thing monster truck. He's going to come over on day one, he said. Well, hopefully, if it fits in with his schedule. So he's going to come over and he's going to show me where some of the parts go. And he's got a YouTube channel as well. Check him out, Swamp Thing 4x4. He does videos about wrenching on the X-Max and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to take that out yet. I'm taking bits out that I don't need to take out yet. Tom Lee says, I'm live streaming for Nokia. Looks like it. I'll probably get better quality out of a brick. Hopefully when we get the new property, I'm still looking by the way, hopefully then we can get some good internet. Yeah, let's get that off of there. See what's going on with this servo. More Devastator vids, says It says Timon Games. Yes, we do have to do that at some point. Do more stuff with the TRX4. Yeah, maybe. It's funny with the TRX4. Sometimes I do a TRX4 video and it gets loads of views. Other times it doesn't get any views at all. So I'm not really sure what people want. I think they like the overpowered ones where we go silly with them. But the normal sort of run-of-the-mill crawling videos, they don't tend to do that well on my channel. There's other channels like William a Witch or whatever. He gets a ton of views on his crawler videos. There's another channel as well, forgot the name, gets a ton of views on crawler videos. Well, for some reason I do crawler videos. You guys don't seem to like it, so it's probably not my speciality. Right, so we've got a servo tester here. We're going to plug him in. Also, we've got to change the receiver because the range on this thing is awful. So we've got a new receiver to chuck in there. Thank you, Vinny, if you're watching. Right. So there we go. No servo. It doesn't move. Doesn't move at all. So I think it's burnt out. That's a shame. Nick says first time on a live-o. Welcome, dude. Wayne says he loves something. Don't know what. But he loves something. Alright, we have to get the servo out. Oh, can't be bothered. I have editing to do. But also, I want to take this X-Max out later. Right, so we've got to get the whole front end off. That's job number one. Hi, Kev. Should I get an RC drag car? I don't know, mate. If it's your sort of thing, definitely. I've never had one, but I've got a couple on order, so it will be fun to have a little play with them. Hello, Kev, are the monster truck parts MIA? I don't know what that means. But they're all approved for Monster Jam use. So I can do any monster truck show in the world with them. We got all the safety gear on there. Most of the safety gear is to keep the old spectator safe, not so much the driver. It's a bit of both, but I think it's mainly spectators. You've got to have all like shields on the drive shaft just in case they break and stuff. Oh. Oh. Alright, so we're losing these bits. Alright. Right. The best place to drive your RC cars? Golf course. That's the best place for me, but not the best place for the golfers. When is the parts for the monster truck? Soon. They've been shipped, but the shipping company's been long-winded. I'm hoping in about, I don't know, 6 weeks maybe, something like that. I know I said that a little while ago, but I keep putting the dates back and... yeah, I mean, I can't wait. The parts should have been here months ago. I paid for all the parts months ago. They were built and finished months ago. And they're just sitting there waiting to be shipped. They've been shipped now, but they're still being long. Make TRX 6 for speed runs. I don't know. I mean, I put a 6S power system in one, but I want to keep it sort of off-roadable. You know, I want to keep it as a crawler. Otherwise, if I modify it into something that's not a crawler anymore, then it's not a crawler anymore. And then, I don't know. I mean, I've got 40 miles an hour out of my Shelf Queen TRX4 with a Manta Ray in there, which I think is pretty good. Obviously, you could make it go a lot faster if you start putting slicks on it and stuff, and changing all the suspension. But I want to keep it a crawler. Crawler wheels, crawler tyres, crawler gearing. You know, I want it so you can properly crawl it, but then also go really fast with it. That's what I kind of like with a crawler. But there are a few people, I've seen a few videos out there where where people modify them specifically for speed runs, but I'm not really into that personally. Alright, so got this bit off. There's also so much sand in there, man. Vinny, who had this before, loved taking it into sand pits. Alan just took delivery of his first X-Max. Hey, congrats, dude. You're going to love it. Such an epic RC car. If you're not sure what RC car to buy, just get an X-Max and be done with it. I mean, you can go out and you can buy this, and you can buy that, and you can buy that, and you can buy this. And, you know, you still need an X-Max. So just get an X-Max and you'll be happy. Probably. Some people hate them. Some people hate them that have never even seen one, just because it's Traxxas. I think Tomley's guilty of that. Guys are wishing the quality was better. Well, what can I do? What can I do, guys? It's either this or no stream at all. I know it sucks. I wish I could do it better, but I can't. My hands are tied. Nothing I can do. Alright, so... get that receiver out of there. What is going on here? Kev is X-Max King. I don't know about that. I do love them though. They're definitely a good fun RC. Right, so new receiver. When you're changing the receiver, it's worth pulling the plugs out and plugging them straight back in, or at least taking a photo. Otherwise, you're going to forget where all these plugs go, and then it's not going to work properly. ESC, that is channel 2. No, which way around does it go? Like that. Come on, servo. Out you come. Out you come, servo. It's one of the jobs that is a bit not very nice on an X-Max. It's just changing the servos. Picture looks like 240p. Yep, that's it, buddy. That is it, and nothing I can do about it. So that is what you're gonna have to put up with. The range on this receiver, I don't know why, but sometimes the range on these Traxxas receivers, they just go bad. I don't know why. Oh, quality's looking better now. I don't know what you guys are complaining at. Look, it looks perfect. Looks perfect to me now. Right, so we've got that servo out. Alright, we're back, guys. That was Stempy calling me and it crashed my stream. Right. I think this is only going to be any good for gears. Tricks have gone. Right, we'll crack it open anyway and have a look. Crack this thing open, have a look what's going on in there. Hey, got Claire in the house. Stemp crashes everything, yep. Stemp crashed the stream, he crashes his RCs. Oh. Oh. Christian says he's finally joined the stream. Hey, welcome, dude. I'm doing it a bit earlier than normal. A lot of you guys keep asking, where's the monster truck build? Guys, I know. I'm equally as frustrated. I'm more frustrated. The damn shipping company. Tell them, not me. I paid for it months ago. Months and months and months ago. I paid for it in full. Can't do more. What can I do? People are saying, he's never going to build it. He keeps saying he's building it, but he'll never do it. What can I do? I've paid for the parts. I've ordered the parts are dispatched. What more can I do? Tell the shipping company. Why are Claire's streams so much clearer? Probably because she hasn't got a metal roof on her shed. And I have. Alright, let's see what's going on in there. Why this thing stopped working. Well, it moves. It does move, but something isn't happy. Claire says clearer and better. Clearer? I don't know about better. No, definitely not better. My streams are definitely better, even with the bad quality. How long till you buy the massive property? It depends when I can find one, dude. I looked at one the other day and it was perfect, but it was in a dodgy location, so I aborted. I was gutted because it's absolutely perfect. I had an 8,000 square foot barn. It was like that's like 8 times bigger than the building I've got here. I had 10 acres of land, which was more than enough, but I had another field as well that was for sale. I had another 13 acres, so I was going to get that as well. But it was in a dodgy area, so yeah, didn't go with it. If you're going to live somewhere, you got to be comfortable where you're living. If you're in a dodgy area, then could be the best place in the world, in a bad area, nah. So the search continues. It's electrics in there, but I don't know. Oh, it does stink in there though, so it probably is burnt out. Wait till the housing crash, it's coming. Yes, says Killer Chief. I semi am with you. I'm 50-50. Because the amount of money that they're printing, yeah, house prices are probably going to crash. There's another reason why I think the house prices are going to crash, but I'll probably get my YouTube channel deleted if I mention that one. Claire knows what it is. I'll let Claire say it. Claire shared it on her Facebook the other day. But I'm scared of saying it because I'll probably get my channel deleted. So they're the two reasons why I think that the house prices are going to come down. But by the amount of money that they're printing, the prices are going to go up. But by the other two reasons, I can't really talk about, the prices are going to come down. So it could go either way. No, it's definitely not working. When in doubt, give it a clout. No, not working. Claire says all very suspect. Yeah. Well, you know, if that really happens, then house prices are going to come down like a stupid amount. But with all the, you know, and then people not working as well. You know, with all the furlough going on, people not working, people going to be out of jobs. You know, that's obviously going to bring the prices down. But the money printing is going to bring the prices up. So, you know, my guess is as good as anyone else's guess where it's going to go. Claire, get to work, says Aidan. How you doing, Aidan? Alright, so I think we just got to steal the gears out of this one. I think I saw what this servo is going to be good for. And next, let's take another servo apart and see if we can see what's going on in there. I've got another one here. So this servo, we'll leave it in this pot for now. Leave all that in there. Bomp. House prices are out of control in Australia. What, expensive? Tom Lee says, buy a farm. Yeah, I might do. I've been looking at some farms. It's probably a good secondary income as well, because, I don't know, I don't really trust YouTube. They can turn you off. Lackey, or whatever his name is, says, can I ask you something? You can ask me anything you like, but whether I answer it or not is a different question. Buy a farm and use the farmland to grow RCs. That's a brilliant idea. Frank lives in California and house prices are insane. They're not as bad as here. Here, a normal, average size family home in this area is around about £500,000, which equates to around about, I don't know, $700,000, $800,000 for an average size family home. I don't know if there's many places where it's more expensive than this area. It's stupid. Beverly Hills is probably the only place where it's more expensive than here. Right. Plug this one in there. Someone said flat battery. No, it's got enough charge in there. Right, so this one doesn't even move. Right, let's crack that one open. 3-bed house is 500k in New York. So we're more expensive than New York in this area. It's ridiculous. It is stupid. When I see some of the other properties you can get in different parts of the world, I'm proper jealous. How much would a farm be in the UK? It depends. Depends on the size, but probably a million, probably absolute bare minimum. And then it'll go up to like 10 million, 20 million. All depends. All depends on the size and the location. Paintballer says, well, very high house prices. Yeah, it's ridiculous around here. Because we're so close to London. But I do want to stay in this area because all my friends and family are from this area. So, you know, all the bash locations that we go to in this area. So I want to stay in this sort of, you know, within sort of half an hour away. Kev, buy the most expensive RC car in the world. I believe the Raminator is, isn't it? I don't know. I might be wrong. Belgium, it's 400,000 euros for a nice house. Drowsy, blah, 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 Tycho, whatever his name is, his 3-bed is 200,000. But I don't know where he's from, he didn't say. Let me know in the comments, guys, in your area. Let me know what part of the world you're from. Oh, look in there. Let me know what part of the world you're from. And let me know how much an average size family house is. I'm just wondering if there's anywhere that it costs more than London. Move to Ohio. If I did, my monster truck parts would be here already. San Diego is 700,000. Oh, that's the same as here then. New Zealand, 900,000. Oh, that's a lot. Indonesia, no, Indiana, sorry. It's gone now. I think it's at 300,000. Australia, 400,000. Belgium, 350,000. Florida, 3-bed, 200,000. Yeah, I like Florida. I've never been there, but you guys got a really good governor. Not as bad as the corrupt politicians we got here. They should all go to jail. Oh, that is all crusty in there, look. So I think we got gears. Oh, yeah, it's got mouldy in there. We got good gears, but nothing else is in there as good. Look at that in there, look. So another one that we can probably use for gears, but not much else. Let's plug it in again and see what happens. Maybe we can give it a clout and it'll start working again. When in doubt, give it a clout. I think what must have happened, it seized up and then it was fighting against itself. Yeah, that's dead. That's gone. Okay, okie dokie, that's 2 dead servos. So next I'm going to take that X-Max over there to bits, get the servo out of that, because that one's got a good servo, it's just got knackered gears. So then we can get this X-Max going again, because I've started filming a video with this, but every time I take it out, the damn thing dies. Alright, let's clear the bench of this X-Max. Get rid of this one for now. What do you think of the Nitro Slash? Someone said. I've never had one, dude. Put Eco Boost in it. I would put an Eco Boost in it, but my first X-Max, I want to keep it of how I always had it, and I haven't got the mount. And this X-Max, I'm trying to keep it as stock as possible, because the stock servos, I've had good luck with them. I mean, the first servos lasted me years, the second X-Max, the servo lasted me for years. I think I've killed a couple of X-Max servos. Well, a few more recently, because everything dies when it gets old, but I normally get a good couple of years out of an X-Max servo. Alright, so let's get this servo out of here. That's for that X-Max. We don't want to mix parts up. Oh, hiccups. Kev's got hiccups. Are you drinking your tea today? I got chicory in here today, dude. Bit of chicory. Dylan says he's never had much luck with a stock servo. Yeah, I hear a few people say they don't have luck with it. But I've had good luck with mine. Can you get a soda can for reference to an X-Max? Yes, I can. I can do that. By the way, I don't drink Coca-Cola. I don't drink any fizzy drinks. The only reason I bought this, was for size comparisons. There you go. So yeah, X-Max is pretty big, but check that out next to the Raminator. Hold on. Now check it out next to the Raminator. That's a completely different beast altogether. An X-Max versus the Raminator. The X-Max is tiny. So yeah. Put him back in there. What is the fastest RC car in your collection? It would probably be the one that I'm trying to make the world's fastest RC car, I would say, but I haven't fully opened it up yet, so I don't know. But I'm planning on taking it out again very soon. The trouble is, the runway that we did take it to is fairly smooth, but it's not the best, and they're a bit awkward about letting people on there. And I think the runway is going to get knocked down anyway. I think they're going to build houses on there, so I don't think it's going to be there much longer. But we've got another couple of locations that I'm talking with people with. So hopefully we can have a better location very soon. We can get some proper speed runs under the way. Nick said, missed you, dude. Hey, is that to me or to someone else? That's a little trick there, by the way, guys. If you want to magnetise your driver bits, just rub it across the magnet a couple of times and it will magnetise. Next, we gotta disconnect this thing. Steering linkage. Get him off. Using airplane receiver is genius. Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah, that servo's dead. Yeah, using an airplane receiver is sometimes genius, but they're not going to go as far on the ground as they would in the air. So, David from Hardcore RC, I gave him my Noble radio. He did an update on it that gives it more range. And... airplane receiver actually binds to that radio apparently. So Dave's already set it up for me, so all I've got to do is put it in my speed car and see how far it can go. Won't stay magnetised for long though. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you just do it again when you do it. But what's he say? Coil a wire around the power coil. Now your bit is magnetised for much longer. Ah, good to know, dude. But I've got a magnet up here, look. So all I do, look. Got old Donald Trump up there as well. Look, got old Trump there, look. So every time I've got to magnetise, all I've got to do is just rub it across there. Now we're magnetised. All good. Right. I think it should come off now. I think. All right. A couple more screws here. Rear magnetiser works great. Oh, yeah, I do know you can buy magnetisers and also demagnetisers. Right. Got to keep all the parts separate from both X-Maxes. Ooh. It's got stuff in there. Why has it got stuff in there? Got all slime in there from somewhere. And sand. Oh. Right. Right. Is the pop shaft still straight? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. I'm holding it on the table. Can't be asked to turn the camera around, but all right. Perfect. But what I'll put into my Abuse X-Max, the red one up there, I've got this centre split drive shaft conversion. And that stops it from bending. Hey, can I see the monster truck, please? It's only a chassis. I mean, it's been seen on my channel for many, many years now. I think about 3 years or 4 years. That's been seen. Right, there you go. It's only a chassis so far, but all the parts are on their way, guys. I promise you, the parts are here. They're paid for. It's going to happen. I know you guys are thinking, yeah, it's crying wolf. It's never going to happen. Guys, it's happening. Look, we got all the tools even, look. Got a load of ugger-duggers to help build it. I went a bit overkill with ugger-duggers, actually. I bought that one first. Then I thought, and everyone said, oh, get a Milwaukee. So then I got a Milwaukee with a 3/4 inch drive on there. And then it's just, it's a bit heavy. And this will probably bust all the nuts off even on that. So then we got a slightly smaller one, and then a even smaller one, and then a little air ratchet. Then got carried away with a few saws. And some more saws over there. So there you go. Got myself some big spanners to help build it. Big wrench there, got a few socket sets, look. So hopefully once the bits turn up, we're going to start building it straight away. So the plan is well, obviously we've got to get that thing out of there. That's going to be in the way. I'm going to probably take that home. And so first axle, we're going to get it in the door, blum, 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 plonk it there. Then I've got a pallet truck on the chassis. We can pull that out like that. And then we can get the front axle and put it there. These things here, these are just for transport. They come off. But that's roughly where the axles are going to sit, where that is. And the shocks will go all the way from there and all the way up to there. And guys, I can't wait. I'm excited. I've got everything coming, everything, all of it. We've got the tank, we've got the radiators, engines coming later on. They're still waiting for a supercharger and they're still waiting for something for the gearbox. So everything's coming apart from engine and gearbox, but I've paid for it and it will be here, but a little bit later. I've got the seat coming, the steering, all the brakes, the axles come complete, all the other gearboxes, the body, the wheels and tyres, all of it. The whole lot. Shocks, whatever else, all steering valve things that go in there. What engine is it, someone says? It is a big block Chevy. Runs on alcohol and supercharged. A Monster Jam spec engine, basically. The same dude that builds the monster truck engines for Monster Jam, he's building my engine. So there you go. I know a lot of people thinking, yeah, he's never going to build that monster truck. He's been talking about it for years. He'll never do it. He'll never do it. You'll see. You will see. But I can't blame you for thinking that, because I've been talking about it for a while. But I did have a few little distractions. Oh, someone says salt for the haters. Yeah, got a bit of salt there. Oh, camera's facing the wrong way. There we go. There's a bit of salt for the haters. Just got to add a little bit of that on there. And for all the naysayers that say you can't do things and you can't be done and you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, if anybody tells you can't do things in life, use it as fuel. To fuel your drive to do it even more. That's what I do. Oh, come off. Come off. I remember when I first said I used to fly a lot of model helicopters back in the day, and I was in the local hobby shop, and they were all telling me, "Oh, Kev, you're good at the helis. You should start taking it seriously and do competitions." I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm probably going to sell up all the helicopters, and I want to get a monster truck." And there's one dude, Nick. He's going, "Kev, you're wasting your time." He goes, "You'll never get a monster truck. They're too expensive. It's like, it's too much work involved. It's like, you'll never do it. You'll never do it." And I was like, "Well, why won't I do it?" He goes, "Just get yourself a 9 to 5 job. Do what everyone else does. Get a job and live happily ever after." Well, I said, "I won't live happily ever after if I have a job. I hate jobs. I've had jobs before and I hate jobs. I don't want a job." He goes, "You're wasting your time in that monster truck, Kev. You'll never do it." And, you know, I want to prove him wrong. That just added more fuel to the fire. And once I've got all the parts here and I've got it built, I want to try and get hold of him and say, "There you go, Nick. Look at that. Here is my monster truck that you told me I was never going to do." So if any of us have got a dream, you know, it does normally take a little bit longer than what you first think. You know, I was expecting to get the monster truck done in a couple of years when I first made my mind up, and it took a bit longer. But, you know, we get there in the end. You know, normally things do take longer than what you first think. But as long as we get there in the end. So if any of you guys have got any dreams, you go for it. Don't let the haters and naysayers tell you it can't be done. For them, it can't be done. You know, if you're a negative person, then it can't be done. But if you're positive, and you can think around problems and you can think of solutions, anything's possible. Let me know in the comments, guys, what are your dreams? Because by sharing a dream publicly, I think it's like, I can't remember what it is, like 100 times or 1,000 times more likely that it's going to happen in reality. So, let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know. What are your wildest dreams? And do you think you'll be able to pull it off? And how are you going to pull it off? What are you going to do to pull it off? To get an X-Max, everyone wants an X-Max. A monster truck, owning my own business. Claire says to own our own house. They're all perfectly achievable. All those dreams are perfectly achievable. Building a combat robot. I want to drive supercars for a living. Best way to do that would probably be to start a car YouTube channel. Own a fab shop. Owning a mechanic shop. To be happy and make others happy and have an X-Max. It says innovative RC. That's a good one, that is. I mean, you got to think about yourself, number one, but at the same time, you want to think of others as well. Because if you make a better place for everyone to live in, then it's a better place for everyone. So, yeah, it's always good to give back and do something for other people as well. But don't forget about yourself. Never forget about yourself. You get some people, all they ever do is help others, and they forget about themselves. So, you've got to think of yourself first, because if you're not happy, you can't really make anybody else happy. So it's always best to think of yourself first, and once you've sorted yourself out, then you can think of others too. So that servo looks really good in there. It still stinks in there. It smells of fish. Smell that. Have a waft of that. It stinks of fish. John says he only thinks of himself. That's a bit selfish. Now, you have to think of yourself, number one. But you also have to think of others as well. I mean, the most important person is yourself. Right. So this one's got knackered gears in it. Oh, that stinks of fish. Give that a waft. What are your thoughts on ClickBank? I have used them a little bit. I mean, you can make a ton of money on there, but a lot of people are on there doing the same thing. So, depends how you plan on promoting it. If you're paying for ads to promote it, you're going to struggle. But, I don't know, if you maybe use one of their products and make a YouTube video with it, that could work really well. I don't know. I've never done it too much. I've made a tiny bit off of it, but not much. Empower my kids to believe to achieve. That's it. If you believe, you can achieve. Would you recommend paid surveys? Only for a complete, absolute novice of making money online. I mean, you're not going to make much with them. And often, it's going to be really difficult to even cash out the money you've made. But if you're a complete newbie and making money online, you've never made any money at all online, and you just want to dip your toes in the water, paid servos can be good. But make sure you use one that has results at work. You know, some of these, just do a bit of research on YouTube. Some of them people make money with, some of them people don't. So just make sure you go with one that people make money with. Have you ever used Bitcoin? I've bought some Bitcoin before for a bit of fun. There we go. There's the knackered gear. So we can get that gear out of one of the other servos that are dead. And I'm thinking the rest of the gears, because the rest of the gears look good. It's just that one gear that's gone. Yeah, we'll give it a bit of a clean up in there. Get all the swarf out. What do you invest in? Someone says, Marcus, I invest in myself, actually, most of the time. So, I spend quite a lot of my money on education, learning skills from other people, books, online courses, free education as well, YouTube. I like to invest in stuff that helps me grow my own businesses. And I've got a few other investments and stuff, but mainly in myself. Alright, so let's get the gears out of this servo. The one we need is the one right at the bottom. Farm boy says it's raining really heavily where he is. Oh dear. I suppose you do need rain, especially if you're a farm boy. I think a farm with no rain wouldn't be a very good farm. Come out. Come out. Right. Is he going to come off? Hey, there we go. There we go. All right, so that is the gear that was knackered. How's the knee, says Aidan. I was getting better now. It was really painful. Yesterday was still quite painful, but today it's all right. So I should be able to be good for bashing again today, I think. Space Light says you can smell fish. That's what she said. Ew. Right, so we get that back in there carefully. It does stink of fish in here severely. Right, and then I'm going to get minging fingers. Alright. So, which way does it go? Hold on. I'm talking to myself. I'm being a weirdo. Don't worry about me. Right, so that goes that way. And that goes in there. Like that. Yep, I'm being a weirdo, guys. I'm talking to myself. That on there. That on there. Boom! Is the Clayton 8S a bad RC car? No, it's a good RC car. I really love mine. It's one of my favourite. But they do have a lot of problems. And they can be expensive to fix. So, if you're not sure whether to go with Clayton or X-Max, I would say definitely X-Max. Unless you specifically want something to be better for fast off-road. So that back on there, I think. Is that back on there? Yep, that back on there. Bump. And these in there. Just talking to myself, being a weirdo. What about the Traxxas Minimax? Yeah, great RC. I love mine, even though it's broken, and I'm struggling to get hold of a rear bulkhead for it. But I prefer bigger RCs. You know, X-Max, I think, is about the perfect RC car, and it's also not that heavy. If you go for a Clayton 8S, they're really heavy, and if you're walking out in the woods with it and it breaks, you've really got to lug this heavy weight around. Whilst with an X-Max, they're still heavy, but nowhere near as bad. I mean, if you're used to picking up a Clayton, then you pick up an X-Max, you're like, well, it's nothing. Do you think my mum will let me get an X-Max? I don't know your mum. But I think as long as you save up for it out your own money, I think you should be encouraged. And I think it's good to encourage people to work hard and to be rewarded for working hard. And not to live off of handouts. You know, you get a lot of people nowadays, they're entitled and they just want everything to work. And they just want to get by just getting everything given to them. And I think if parents keep giving kids everything for free, it's not teaching them right. You're just teaching them to get everything for free. And then you'll live an unfulfilled life, because there's going to come a point where people are not going to give you everything for free. You know, like for me, I want a monster truck. who's going to give you a free monster truck? You're going to have to work for it. So it's best to get trained from a young age that if you want stuff, you got to work for it. And then later on in life, you use that same theory and just scale it up. See, I wanted a Manta Ray when I was a kid. That was my dream, to have a Manta Ray. My buddy got one. I think he got it for, I don't know, maybe he did save up for it, I don't know, but he got one. I see it, and I was like, I want a Tamiya Manta Ray. I really, really, really want a Tamiya Manta Ray. And my parents wouldn't buy me one. They said, nope, if you want a Manta Ray, you're going to have to work for it yourself. We're not going to buy you one. So I made it my mission, and I did ironing, washing up dishes, cutting the grass, running the Hoover around. Every time my brother got an ice cream, I said, can I have the money instead to put towards my Manta Ray? And it took me about 2 years. After 2 years, I saved up enough money. We went to Models in Motion, and I bought it, and that was one of the most happiest days of my life, getting that car. I was so happy, I was so over the moon. And because I worked for it myself, it just felt so much better. Oh, sounds a bit rough. Let's plug it in and see if it works. So then, fast forward a few years, I decided I want a monster truck. And I knew the only way that I'm ever going to get a monster truck is by working for it myself. Right, there we go. We've got a working turbo. Yes! Yes, boys and girls. Right, get that somewhere in the middle, roughly. Yeah, so I applied the same kind of thinking of wanting that Manta Ray, but just scaled it up. So I thought, what can I do? What business can I do, or what can I do that's going to make me $250,000 to build a monster truck? So, you know, if you've got a dream, first you've got to think, how much is that dream going to cost you? And then what can you do that could make you that sort of money? So I thought, well, so I want a monster truck, but doing ironing and cutting the grass, doing the dishes for my mum, and collecting ice cream money, that's not going to pay for a monster truck. So I've got to think of something else. I thought 9 to 5 job. Nope, that won't pay for a monster truck. But I was making money on eBay. So I thought, well, if I scale it up on eBay, you know, there's people making millions on eBay. So that's sort of the route that I went with. And I paid for my chassis out of eBay money, and well, after I bought the chassis, I kind of started making more money on YouTube as well. So then it was kind of a mixture of both. You know, it's hard to keep track of what come from eBay and what come from YouTube. But, you know, the point is, I found a way and a means that would pay for my dream, and then done everything I could to make it happen. And I encourage you guys to do the same when you've got a dream. Everything's possible. Look at Jeff Bezos. He started in a shed, and now he's multi-billionaire doing Amazon. You know, I know most of us are never going to get to that success, but we don't need that much success. Oh, hold on, idiot. I'm working on the wrong X-Max. I don't want this X-Max working again. I wanted to fix that one. Oh, what an idiot. I'm waffling away, and I'm fixing the wrong X-Max. It's your guys' fault. I'm waffling away, not thinking about the job. No big deal. We'll get that out of there again. And now we've got to swap X-Maxes over again so we can start working again on the other X-Max. And get that one back together again. Right, so these parts are all for this X-Max. So that's for that X-Max, that's for that one, that's for that one. Alright, we'll put this one away. Brain fart, that's it, that is it. You see a lot of negative people, if they can't get their dreams, they always blame it on everybody else. It's always everybody else's fault and not their fault. You know, they're entitled, they want everything for free, they don't want to work, and they blame everybody else for their misfortune. And the trouble is, if you do that, then you can never reach any goals. Because if you always blame everybody else, you never look at yourself. And if you always look at if you don't look at yourself, you can't fix what the problem is. So if, say for example, whatever dream you've got needs, like say $1 million, and you haven't got $1 million, but you're blaming everybody else, there's no way that you're ever going to fix it. It's impossible for you to fix that problem because it's everyone else's fault, and then you're a victim, and you can't. There's nothing you can do. But if you say to myself, right, it's because I'm doing the wrong job, or I'm too lazy, or whatever, then you're in control and you can fix that situation. So, you know, if you've got a goal or hope and a dream and you're not there yet, you know, maybe, as long as you're on the track, if you're on the right track and you're getting closer and closer, then it's all good. But if you're not getting closer and you're just getting further away from it, then you have to do something differently. You know, that might be getting rid of negative people out of your life. It might mean having to find a new job, or starting your own business, or starting a different business. Someone said, one of the biggest traits of a leader is self-ownership. That is it. You've always got to blame yourself. Always got to blame yourself for every situation you're in. It's always, you know, blaming others is always the easy way. It's always the easy option to blame others. But that's not going to fix it. If you take ownership and you own up to your mistakes, then you can fix it. If you don't, then you can't fix it. You're just relying on everybody else to try and fix it for you, and that will never happen. Alright, so next, I think we've got to bind up the new receiver, get the steering centred up. Claire's still in the house. Get the laminator and start it. Hey, I'm not going to start my one today. Right, so we've got that in there. Next, we've got to get the radio. Claire says, Aidan, go to bed. Minimax or Outcast 6S. Depends, innovative. All depends on what you like. I like them both. They've both got pros and cons. I haven't really got a favourite one. The best one is whichever one puts a big smile on your face. Right, back in a sec, got to get some lipos. Another question I see quite often is people saying, how do you get successful? But I think first you've got to define what success is, because success to one person is different than success to a different person. Like, you know, just to one person, if he makes 100 grand a year, that's success. But to like someone like Jeff Bezos, if he made like only 1 billion one year, he would see himself as a failure. So you kind of self-define it. Whatever you think is successful for you, once you reach that goal, then you're successful. And that could be anything. Doesn't matter what it is. It's up to you. All right. Put this into bind. And then put this one into bind. Boom. Yeah, so if you want to be successful, you have to first define what success is. You know, what is success in your eyes, and then work to get there. And once you get there, then you're successful. And if the next person says, no, that's not success, well, it might not be to him, but it is to you. So, you know, success is different for everybody. Everybody wants different things in life. So, you know, when it comes to your success, you've got to do what makes you happy. What other people think you should do to make you happy. Now, even your parents, you know, your parents, they might see success differently to what you see it as. And if you're going to spend your life just going after what's going to make your parents happy, it's not going to make you happy. So, you know, you've got to first find out what you want to do to make yourself happy. and then go after that for success. Did you turn off the X-Max? No, it's still on. It's still on at the moment. I don't know if it's hitting full speed. Because I know sometimes if you don't have the right plugs plugged in, it won't go that fast. Oh, there, I just pulled one out. Yeah, like that one. If you haven't got that temperature sensor plugged in right, it goes slow. Alright, we're good. We're good, boys. One of the drive shafts is bent. Yeah, I know. One of the back ones is bent. Success to me is fixing an RC right and getting it going again. Well, that's it. That is a success. But when you get older in the real world, obviously you need to survive as well. You know, that should be part of the success as well. Because if you're homeless, then I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you want to be homeless and you're homeless, then I suppose you're successful. But if you don't want to be homeless and you're homeless, then you're not. So, all right, now we can get these lipos out. Claire, you've got to take Aidan to Tesco's. So when are you going to start on the monster truck? When the parts arrive, dude. I've just spoke about that a little bit earlier. When the parts arrive. That is when I'll start. I'll start on it on day one when the parts come. Hopefully in about 6 weeks. Oh, I can't get it in the hole. Do you build kits or just RTRs? I do sometimes build the odd kit, but mainly RTRs. I mean, the kits are definitely more fulfilling and more fun. But if I had to build 100 kits, then I wouldn't have as many RC cars for the channel. Alright, I'm going to have to find something. Vinny cut off this little bit that holds the aerial and then he strapped the aerial across the side. And I want the aerial sticking upwards. So I'm going to have to go and find another one of these covers where that thing isn't cut off of. Right. Naughty Vinny! Come along, guys. You can watch. You can watch. Let's have a look what we got in the X-Max spare parts department. Yeah, that's normally my little spare package what I take. Oh, pardon me. Take with me when we're out bashing. Oh, there we go. Boom. Found it right away. What else we got in here? Oh! Look at that. Vinny, do you remember when you needed an X-Max shock cap? I have got some. I did look in this box and couldn't find any. So there you go. I do have some. What else we got in here? Dead motors, couple of steering bits and bobs. Yeah. Anyway, anywho. Got a wheelie bar that I always take these off of my X-Maxes because I don't like them. Yeah. Right, plug you back into the old charger. Alright, so hopefully that's going to fit in there, because when you put a Max 6 in there, it does into the space a little bit. Cheapest axles for slash 4x4 CVD one. I think Bang could do some. I believe. I don't know for sure, but I believe. Do you need a trusty assistant? Yeah, I will need an assistant soon. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, what is happening? Right. Oh, there we go. Steering channel 1. Put that in there like that. Right, that will go in like that. Bit of a wedge, but it will go in. But what you do need to do with a Mach 6, you need to cut this little piece out. Because if you don't, then the aerial is going to catch. And you're going to end up killing it. Which is not good. Oh look, I got a new tool. I got a bit obsessed with buying power tools recently. Boeing says, Claire, can you wax Kevin's nose? No, she cannot wax my nose. Definitely not. Braden's RC channel said he's got a Milwaukee rotary. It's a beast. I was going to get a normal Dremel one. That is asking to cut my fingers. That is asking for a finger cuttage, that is. Buy Ryobi power tools. Nah, not for me, farm boy. I like DeWalt and Milwaukee. I'm not going to start going to other brands, otherwise you end up with loads of different chargers. So I think you're probably best off sticking with one brand, but I've got loads of DeWalt and I think Milwaukee make better impact guns. So I've kind of got both now, but I'm not going to go with a different brand again as well. So what are your guys' favourite power tool make? Do you like Ryobi? Do you like DeWalt, Makita? What's your favourite power tool make? Or brand? Right, so now we have this little notch that we can get the aerial into. Perfect. Do. Where's me cutters? Where's me cutters? So DeWalt, Bosch, Parkside, Makita, DeWalt, Dassault, Makita, Snap-on. So everyone likes their brand. I know Milwaukee got some extreme fanboys, I know that. They think all the other makes suck and Milwaukee's the best. They are good. I don't know if they're the best, but they are good. I think they make the best impact guns. Kev, your transmitter is still on. I know, dude. I know, dude. But thanks for reminding me. I do forget to turn them off quite a lot. Milwaukee just have the most power. Can't argue. It's AP. If someone goes, oh, Kev, if you're making so much money, why have you got DeWalt? Why have you not got Milwaukee? He's like, what the hell's that got to do with it? It's like, they're good. I like them. They do the job. And they cost about the same anyway. Some people. It's funny, some other comments that make me laugh. I used to say, oh, Kev, if you make so much money, why have you got a crappy old Rover? So, then I get a Lambo, and then they say, oh, if you make so much money, why have you got old clothes on? I was like, oh, if you make so much money, why have you got DeWalt and not Milwaukee? Some people. The thing is, if you just bought everything expensive, then you wouldn't have any money left, unless you're Jeff Bezos. How much fits in that mug? Oh, a lot. A lot fits in there. About 3 normal mugs. I reckon about 3 of those would fit in there. It might not look it, but I reckon you would. Definitely 2. I know when I make tea and you make someone a normal cup, it's like tea, the kettle fills up loads of normal cups, and you come to this one and it's empty. Yeah, another comment says, Kev, you make all that money, why have you got crappy clothes on? Why don't you get styled? Why don't you get a professional haircut? Why don't you blah blah blah? Why don't you get some stylish clothes? It's like, because none of that makes me happy, so why would I? I mean, if getting snazzy clothes would make me happy, then I would, but it doesn't, so why? You know, it doesn't matter to me what other people think. And if expensive clothes doesn't make me happy, then why would I bother? I'm not going to waste money on buying clothes just to make someone else happy. Someone else goes, oh, why did you get a silver Lambo? Surely you'd get one that stands out more. It's like, because I don't want to stand out more. I just want to enjoy it and have fun with it. I don't want to stand out more. It's not about showing off. It's about enjoying it. All right, now we've got to plug it back in and seeing if it works. When you coming to Cambridge racetrack? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to at some point. Right. Yes, it's all working. Vinny, if you're watching, do you want to go out for a little play later? Hey, you got V2 Vids in the house. How you doing? When you coming to the US? Oh, I want to, man. I want to come to Florida where there's no muzzles. I'll give you a call in a bit, Mike, if you're about. It's funny, Mike calls me and I don't notice, and I call Mike and Mike don't notice. I'll call you after the stream, Mike, see what's going on. Alright, Mike says there's no muzzles in Maryland. Whee! I might have to come over then, but there's muzzles on the plane. I don't think I'm going to have to travel anyway. Let me get me truck built, Mike, and I'll try and come over. I see you in trailer trash having fun with all the RCs and everything. I want to join in. that back in. I feel like I'm missing something. Sorry, headphone users. Come on. Why will it? What's holding it back? Right, we're in. We're in, boys. See you later, Mikey. Take it easy. Why did you not go to Paddlesworth? There's a few haters going down there and it's taking the fun out of it for me. So that is why I didn't go. Have you fitted Wide Max kit? No, but I'm waiting for a new bulkhead, Mr. Nick, and I will fit it. I've got the shafts for it. I've got the kit. Once I've got a new bulkhead, I'll do a video on it, fitting it and running it. Greetings from Cyprus. Hello, 5 Bravo. Will you go to Paddlesworth in August? Nah, probably not. It's a great place, but you know the thing is when you go out, it's more about the people you're with than the place. And if you're going to be around a load of people you don't want to be around, then it's not going to be any fun. So why bother? Well, I get more fun just going out locally with a few friends and having a great laugh. You know, that's where I get enjoyment with RCs. I don't really like big groups. I don't like big crowds. I'd much rather just go out with a few friends and just have fun that way. You know, it's all about RC. You know, it's all about the fun. RC. You've got to do whichever way brings the most joy. So if a certain part of the hobby isn't bringing you any joy, then don't do it. Hold on, a bit of concentration going on here. Aren't you building a monster truck? Soon, dude. Everyone keeps asking about the monster truck build. Soon! Soon, soon, soon. Someone says the stream is perfect quality nearly now. Yeah, I can see it's good. It's weird. Sometimes it's really good. Other times it's really bad. It's weird. Normally it settles down. Normally it starts off really bad and then it gets better as time goes on. Do you run anything vintage like an RC10? No, I don't. I've got a Manta Ray, but I don't really run it. What happened to your gaming channel? Says Chopper Fan. Well, it was kind of like a lockdown channel. I thought, you know, if I've got to sit around at home and I can't go anywhere, then I may as well do a gaming channel so I can still do YouTube videos while I'm at home. But we kind of still went out anyway and still made videos, so it never really took off. Because personally, I thought the lockdown rules were going to be a lot stricter than what they were. I thought you had to stay at home, you can't go out, you can't do anything, it's going to go on for months. That's what I thought. So I thought, well, if that's going to happen, I may as well just start a gaming channel. But I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but in the UK, when it's lockdown, you're still allowed to go out and work. And with YouTube being my work, obviously I'm allowed out to make YouTube videos. Even though some people don't agree with that, they don't have to. I don't care. It's not my problem. If I'm allowed to work, I'm allowed to work. And if someone's got a problem with that, then it's their problem, not my problem. Come to US, yeah, I want to. I want to go and see Mikey from V2 Vids. Where is the salt? The salt's here, look. So the thing is with these ugger-duggers, impact wrenches, it's good to do them up a little bit of the way, but then the last little bit, you've got to do it by hand, otherwise you're going to risk stripping them all out. What's the name going to be for the monster truck? Well, I wanted to call it Game Over, but the trouble is someone's already got a patent on or trademark on the name Game Over on clothing and toys. And seeing that I want to have my monster truck on maybe toys, and I want to sell clothing, I can't have it Game Over. I've got to call it something else. So, I don't know. I'm still open to suggestions. Do 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 do. Kev, you forgot about the Manta Ray Rebuild. The Manta Ray's working. Doesn't need any more rebuilding, although I do want to take it racing at some point. I've got a local club that do buggy racing. But here in the UK, when you're racing RC cars, you have to wear a muzzle. And even when it's outdoors. And I refuse to go anywhere where you've got to wear them stupid muzzles. Absolutely hate them. I don't see the point of them. They don't do anything. They're only there to scare the population. That's my opinion anyway. So the only time I wear a muzzle is if I absolutely have to. I did a house viewing the other day, and the bloke said, "You've got to put a mask on, you can't come in without a mask." I was like, "I'm exempt, man." And he's like, "Well, if you don't put a mask on, you can't come in." And I was like, "I haven't got a mask." And he's like, "Well, I've got one in the car," so I had to put it on for that, grudgingly. But, you know, like an RC place, if you have to wear a muzzle, I just won't go. You know, if I've got to wear it when I go into the dentist, all right, I'll wear it. But an RC event should be fun. And if wearing a muzzle makes you angry, then it takes the fun out of it. So why bother? I mean, if I've got to put a muzzle on, I just feel like killing everyone. I absolutely hate it. Right. I think we're good to go. Vinny, are you watching? You know, don't get me wrong, if the muzzle actually saved lives, I'd be all for it, but it doesn't. In many cases, the muzzle makes it worse. The only time the muzzle helps is if it's a brand new one, a fresh one, a surgical grade one, and if it's clean and you haven't touched it, then it might work for about half an hour. And after that, it's going to be so many germs on there. It's like a breeding ground. It's like a petri dish. All the germs all growing on there. Oh, look at that. There we go. Back in action. Yeah, so all these people wearing all these dirty muzzles, it's worse than not wearing one at all. And then if you look at Florida versus California, similar climate. Florida, completely open, no muzzles, no distancing, not really any capacity limits in places, pretty much normal. Then you've got California, really strict lockdown, muzzles everywhere, even in the streets, even outdoors. And it's the same, made no difference. So if it doesn't make any difference, why bother? Call the monster truck Tumble Humble. No, I don't want to call it too childish. It's got to sound manly. Yeah, I'm changing this cover because Vinny thought it would be a good idea to put holes in there for cooling, which might work, but I don't want dirt getting in there. And Florida's got more old people as well, so surely if all those muzzles and all that nonsense works, then Florida would be in the poo-poo, and it isn't. Right, there we go, we're ready for action. And I'm going to ring up Vinny to see if he wants to go out for a bash later. Ian, Claire, if you want to come out bashing later, you're welcome as well. What time is it over there? The time is 3:30. Food Stick says hello from Florida, from Central USA. Hello, dude. Hands down, best RC channel. Thank you, dude. You are so kind. You are so kind. Claire, you coming out bashing later? Claire and Ian, you coming out bashing? Come to Maryland, says Nick. Yeah, I might do. I mean, I want to go over there and visit Mike, V2 Vids. Oh, Claire, you drop out. How's the house search? Still looking? Someone goes to Walt. It's 10 o'clock, says Zachary, in USA. 2:30 AM. Where Aiden's from. Where are you from, Aiden? Are you New Zealand? Claire's bullying. Oh, naughty Claire. When's all the monster truck parts coming? Hopefully in 6 weeks. That's what I'm hoping. That's what they're telling me anyway. Ghost bought 2 Mojaves because of my vids. Hey, nice one, dude. My Mojave is there. Oh, actually, I've got to do a little bit of work on that. Let's do it now. It's only a quickie. Oh, pardon me. How rude. How rude was that? Call it what happened. Hey, you got Russell RC in the house. How you doing, dude? Alright, so that's what's broken on these body mounts. These are ridiculously weak. I don't know why they make them so weak. These are stupid. What a stupid design. Armour, sort these out. The rest of the car, epic. Chassis sucks a bit. That's why I've got a Scorched RC one on there. Scorched Parts one. But these body mounts severely suck. Not just a little bit, severely. Anybody that's got a Mojave and says that these don't suck, it must be a fanboy. Because these are like the worst. They feel quite flexible, but they just smash to a million pieces. And I don't know what you can do to them to make them not break. I'll put foam in there to try and support it. Still smashes. Tried everything, they smash. So, well, I haven't tried WD-40 on them yet, so I think we're going to do that. get him on there first. Soak it in WD-40. What about Techno Babble for the monster truck? I thought a really good name for the monster truck. I was going to call it the Salt Shaker. But I don't really want to call it something negative, really. So that goes in that way. 2 holes showing at the front, 1 at the back. Remember that. 2 at the front, 1 at the back. Oh no, hold on. What's happened here? Oh, screws have gone out of that. So, put that in there. That in there. Oh, Matty, how rude. He's a 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. How very rude of you. Your mother should spank you. So we've got 1 hole shown at the back, 2 at the front. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Everybody keeps asking about the monster truck parts. I must have answered that question probably 20 times on this stream already. Hopefully in 6 weeks, dude. I can't wait. If the shipping company pull their finger out, then they'll be here. They should have been here months ago. Right, we'll get some more screws because 2 are missing. Mojave or slash 4x4 more durable? Oh, I don't know. Not sure. They're both really durable. Probably slash, I would say. I don't know. I probably would say slash because it's so lightweight that, you know, lightweight cars don't really tend to break. Well, I'll probably prefer the Mojave because the slash is quite lightweight, and the trouble is with lightweight RCs, they can get quite unstable, the wind gets under them. Call it the Talbot Express. Or Ugga Dugga. But the plastic drive shafts, yeah, the slash plastic drive shafts, they suck. So yeah, you have to change those out. But on the Mojave, you've got a weak chassis and you've got these body posts that keep breaking. I don't know of any company that makes better ones. Hopefully RPM will soon. Next. Next, the front one. These really are bad design, really bad. I've never known an RC car where the body mounts are so weak. It's an embarrassment. I mean, do RC companies not test these things? I mean, this is definitely something that should be tested. I mean, for body posts to be this stupidly weak, They can't have tested it, or they think, sod it, we'll make them break on purpose so people have to buy loads. That's probably what they're thinking. They probably know they're going to break, and they're thinking, yes, we're going to sell loads, make loads of money. I don't mind breaking something when you're going extreme, but when something just breaks by farting at it, then you've got to think, nah, that sucks. But look at that. Smashed, 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 smashed. That is junk. That part of it is really bad. And it puts me off using it. It puts me off using the whole entire truck. You see, if they make a part to break on purpose, and it puts you off using the whole car, then you don't break it at all if you don't use it at all. And then they're not going to make any money on parts. But if an RC, like say an X-Max, is like super durable, then you can bash it harder and you don't mind breaking it. And then you go out and you buy more parts, so they're going to make even more money. So I know RC companies purposely make some parts to break, so you've got to keep going back and buying more parts. But for me personally, it puts me off using the car. I just won't use it. And the car you don't use doesn't make any money for them. So I would think they'd be better off making the car super durable. You'll use it more. When you break it, you think, yeah, my fault, I've been a dick. And you buy more parts. And everyone's happy. The basher's happy. The RC company makes more money. But they make these stupid parts that are like supposed to break. I mean, I'm not being funny. These are designed to break. If they're not, I don't believe it. I mean, I don't get why anyone in their right mind would release something that weak to the market. It's just stupid. I know they're thinking about their back pocket, but their back pocket's going to get stung more because I'm not using it much. Hey, he got down in the house. He said his mad van takes a beating. Yeah, I know, man. They look pretty durable, and I'll be testing one soon and give my opinion on it. I'm going to give it absolute hell. Jay's RC says, wrap the body post in Gorilla Tape and put foam in. And it went really tight fit. Yeah. I think I'm going to put WD-40 on mine just to see what happens. Let's put it next door and do that, actually. That's my last option. Hopefully RPM will make some. Let's take it next door and give it a bit of a WD-40 dousing. Where's the cardboard? I want some cardboard to put it on. Nah, sod it. The floor it is then. So this works with Traxxas plastic. I'm not sure if it worked with this. I'm making a mess of the floor. Sod it. Sod it. I don't really want to get it on the arms because these drive shafts pop out all the time. And if I make the arms more flexible, then the drive shafts will pop out even more. So, yeah, I think we've got it on most of it. Let that soak in. And I reckon we check this out in the morning. On the metal parts, the WD-40 is still going to be there. And on the plastic parts, it's going to soak in. And someone says, does WD-40 make it stronger? Well, what it does, it absorbs into the plastic and makes it more flexible. Zach says he's used it on his Mojave and it certainly works. How's the battery doing on Lambo? Yeah, it's good now. I'll make sure that I charge it, and it's summer now, so I use it a bit more, so it stays charged. All right, I think we're going to leave that there overnight and just see how we get on with it. Why would you not do this to the parts before you put them on? What the F are you thinking? Well, what the F I'm thinking is if I put it on there before I put it on, then by the time I put it on, it's wiped off. So why not just put it on there after? I mean, it doesn't matter. I always put it on there after, and it works. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll get whole entire X-Max sometimes. I'll just coat the whole entire car. There's no reason why not. It's not going to harm anything else. So that is what the F I'm thinking. Why not? Why not do it? Right, guys, we are done. Thank you guys for stepping by. Stephen likes the smell of WD-40. I don't really like the smell of it. You got David Turner in the house. Oh, he got all his stuff back. Nice one, dude. David Turner got all of his RC cars stolen, and he just said he's got them all back. Wicked, dude. So happy for you. That must suck getting all your RC gear stolen. That's wicked, Dave. Really happy for you. Called him onto truck sweaty swallow Betty Swallocks. Yeah, maybe not. Matthew Sims says, that's a salty comment. It probably is a little bit salty, isn't it? Why don't you put it on your parts where you put it on? What the F are you thinking? You can do both. It doesn't matter which way you do it. Both ways work. That's what the F I'm thinking, that it works both ways. Doesn't matter which way round you do it first. Is Land Rover fixed? Yes. Land Rover is alive and kicking. Right, guys, that is it. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys in another live-o. Possibly later. Maybe. I'm going to give Vinny a little bell. See if he's up for going out for bashing. If he is, we might do live-o. I might get Vinny to do a live-o, actually. We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Over and out.